Today we are going to be talking about an underrated horror anthology, a specific episode called Trick or Treat from Tales of the Dark Side from 1983.
Trick or treat!
Also, this episode was written by the late and great George A. Romero. This is a fan requested video, so if you have any videos you want, let me know. The episode focuses on a town miser named Gideon Hackles, who was a curmudgeonly old man very akin to Ebenezer Scrooge, but this focuses on Halloween. The entire town or village goes to him for help, and they pretty much all owe him heavily, and he collects IOUs, and every Halloween he essentially staples all of the IOUs into a giant pile, hides them in his house, and it's up to the kids of the town folk to go into his haunted house and retrieve them, and if they do, all the debts are paid free. Atticus Kimball comes into his shop one day, and Hackles is quick to remind him, "You owe me a lot of money. You even owe me your farm. I have this written down, so if you don't pay up, I'm going to take your farm." And Billy, being a young heroic boy, is like, "I could easily go into this man's house and find these receipts." But the dad's like, "No, we don't want anything to do with him." Another man named Victor Muldoon is listening in, and he's like, "My son Timothy is going to be the one to find these receipts and pay off our debt. He'll be the first in our family's generation." And Hackles is like, "Try as you may, try as you might. I got tricks up my sleeve." And pretty much in the house, he runs his own haunted house. He sits up in the attic, has all these animatronics, these buttons, these levers, these little tricks to scare the kids, because essentially the kids have to come in and do the dirty work for their parents, but these kids are very young and vulnerable. Muldoon is convinced that his son Timothy is going to be the first to break it. Billy wants to do it even though his dad says no. Hackles is sitting in his home tormenting all these children. He gets an unsuspected visit from a knock at the door, and he's like, "You can't trick a trickster. I've never gotten a treat a day in my life. Grown-ups don't get candy." And as he answers the door, a horrendous witch answers, and it's actually a pretty bone-chilling scene. She creeped me out. If I had saw this when I was younger, it would have freaked me out a lot more. And then his house essentially becomes this frantic hellscape in a Tales from the Crypt fashion, where he pretty much gets exactly what he deserves. I won't spoil any more of it, so you can watch it if you haven't seen it. It's on YouTube if you want to watch it for free. Thank you so much for the suggestion. It's a great Halloween ambiance, very spooky, perfect time to watch in October. Y'all love horror? Give me a hell yeah for horror.
You're getting hotter.